Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Victor. Here today we're doing a winch reline on our 95 off-road Jeep Grand Cherokee here. So we're going to replace our cable winch with a synthetic rope purchased on Amazon, Daydor brand, 3/8" 92 feet, exceeding 25,000 pounds of rope strength here. Got our Badland gloves here that were our Harbor Freight special. Going to work great when utilizing the winch. Keep your hands clean. And in this case, on this wire rope, it could be frayed in a few spots there, and that'll help to protect our hands from getting metal splinters. But one thing I like about this Daydor synthetic rope here is it has the red line. So this is the area here where you're going to mount it, probably a screw or set screw of some sort underneath here that's going to secure it in place. But it lets you see that when you're using your winch, you have a stopping point. If you get to the point you see red, you need to shut her down and don't unwind anymore, because you could end up potentially ripping your line out. There's probably no need where you should ever have your line extended that far, but you never know, it could happen. To start with, we're going to go ahead and put our gloves on. Got the gloves on. Man, these Badlands here, they are tough. This is not a sponsored ad here, but it's Badland gloves, size large. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make sure we have our winch here in free spool. Now I reckon you could use the controller and unwind it, but it's gonna take a whole lot longer to do that. And just start pulling her out. Oh, I gotta put this camera down here because she's tough. So it did slap nearly wear me out. It was jammed up the entire way, but the gloves work great. All right, so looking at it here, this is how, all right, totally unraveled here. It's being held in by a set screw. So when you get this set screw out, and that line should pull right out. All right, now the way that one's set up, that's not gonna fit in that old hole there. So let me give this a few minutes here and figure out how I'm gonna get this thing started. All right, so we have the other line pulled out of there now, and I don't know how I'm gonna work this out. I reckon I could probably just get some pliers or whatnot and try to bend that up some, get her shoved down in the hole, and just crank that set screw down, and that's gonna be just fine. So I think that's what we're gonna do here. All right, I have Matthew coming in clutch to save the day. So all right, I cut the end off here, and that was the absolute toughest thing in my life I've ever had to cut. After cutting, of course, now it's all frayed to the high heavens. And Matthew here's convinced that if we heat it with some fire, she should tighten up and fit on down there. That's what we're working on right now. Stand by. All right, we got her set in place there. And yeah, she's in there really good. We pulled it all the way through. I don't know that we can see it here, but pulled it all the way through, got the set screws set, then trimmed the excess when it come through. Used electrical tape here to secure the red security piece there on top of it. No concerns, it's gonna wrap over itself, and we'll never ever, I will never allow it to get so far out to where we have any kind of chance that that's going to come undone. So you see here on this particular Daydor rope, it has this nice red security piece on there to let you know, hey, we're getting short, stop using it. And yeah, she ain't going nowhere. So Matthew's walking her out. Ideally, if you can have this hooked up to another vehicle and pull towards, so you can do that. In this case, we have trees there on the left side, so we're going to hook up to a tree. The tree's uphill, and we're going to pull the Jeep towards the tree and allow this to tightly and nicely feed around the spool. All right, old squeaky belt Jeep has come to life. So change of plans here to ensure we don't get it too tight, and it is a synthetic rope, not the wire. What we're gonna do here, Matthew, if you can see him behind me over my shoulder, maybe you can't see him, he's gonna just hold it there and hold some tension on it while I sit here with the old wireless remote and help just guide it back on in there nice and tight. So as we're doing this here, I'm just gonna hold it and feed it back and forth all the way in. All right, we got her wound up nice and tight. She's good to go. Matthew, anything that you can recommend to anybody else doing this with hers, going from cable to synthetic here?
Just make sure that when you're putting it on, that you're pulling it through to get the twist out of the rope as it's going on.
If you can see here, ours is nice, tight, and clean.
As it's winding up, it'll start twisting. You want to try to get that twist out before you get out on the trail and have to pull it out, and it'd be all whopping.
And so one thing that Matthew pointed out is if we had it fixed on the tree like I had intended on doing, without having a swivel here on this end, there was no way to get the twist in that out as it pulls itself in. So with Matthew holding on to it and allowing it to feed through his hands, you could sit there and feel the synthetic rope letting the twist itself out when it was pulling itself in. But that's it, guys. I hope you found something useful from this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs up anyways to help the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more Jeep content. And if you saw my first videos, you saw a quick whip around of his video. His Jeep, I'm sorry. He's going to do total whole shenanigan, whoop-de-doody magic with his. With that being said, Matthew, when are you getting started on yours?
Whenever the wife allows the budget.
When the wife allows it. Guys, thanks for watching. Until the next one, we'll see you then.